Hello and welcome to the second video on the PSAT 8-9 proctor and supervisor training. This is for those of you that are working with students that have extra breaks and script 2. You should have a manual that looks like this on the cover. At this point, you should have already watched the first video on the general administration of the PSAT 8-9. If you haven't, please stop and go back and watch that first video. It will provide more context for the general administration as well as what to do before and after the exam. All right, now that you have watched that first video, let's take a look at your script. As you remember, when we talked before, we had some questions to fill out before the exam. This concludes that. There are still some finishing questions here. You've got form fields A, B, and C to complete. Form code, test ID, test serial book number. It's very important that you have the students fill these out correctly, because if not, their test will be scored improperly. So you need to make sure that you are walking around and checking these codes. As a reminder, you're reading the shaded part. The information that is unshaded is for you and for your information. If you have students that have either a scribe or a human reader, make sure you read these appropriate sections to them and continue through with the non-test portion. And then we get to your actual script 2, which is standard time with extra breaks. So it's important at this point that you note that you should not be admitting any students to the room, because you are now starting the timed portion. So what you can see here is the reading test has been split, so there is an extra break built in. Because you have 2 exams, you've got a 28-minute section here and a 27-minute section here, 2 spots where you're going to record your start and stop times, and there's that extra break. So they build in the breaks, and that will continue like that throughout the test. Writing language, they do not break up. It's just 1 30-minute. Same with the math test. It's only 20 minutes. But then the second math test now is broken up. There's 2 with an extra break built in here. So you're going to continue through that, record start and stop times, and complete the test. Then you'll proceed to the after the test portion that is in your script and we talked about in the first video. So this covers the script, covers the test itself. There's other information that has been put out in emails and on the website. Please make sure you familiarize yourself with that so you're prepared for testing. At this point, then, you have done the 2 videos and you've completed your training. So it's important that you also complete the testing training survey. That way we know you've done the training and you agree to College Board's parameters.